Good evening and welcome to the Lagos studios of IATV. I am Adegboyega Labiran with the news. The Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria today said it will close the Muritala Mohammed International Airport Apron 1 and some sections of Taxiway F to human and vehicular traffic for 6 weeks. This disclosure, according to the agency, is to enable the contractor handling the construction of the new terminal to link the proposed apron under construction to the existing one. The closure, which became effective today, is expected to cause traffic around the airport, but General Manager, Corporate Affairs of Federal Airports Authority, Henrietta Yakubu, said that the agency had developed and deployed specific procedures for vehicular movement, and officers of the Aviation Security Department had been mobilized to ensure compliance. Worried about the growing spate of insecurity in the region, governors of the Southwest Zone have decided to hold a regional security summit that will bring all critical stakeholders together to brainstorm on how to stem the tide. Speaking after a special meeting at the Ondo State Governor's Lodge in Abuja today, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu said there is an urgent need to stem the growth of criminal activities and banditry in the region. He stated further that a consulting firm has been appointed to review the tenure of the Group Managing Director of Odua Investment Company, which has all the Southwest State government as shareholders. The meeting, which was attended by Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, Ekiti State Governor Dr. Kayode Fayemi, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, and Osun State Governor Gboyega Oyetola, unanimously adopted Akeredolu as the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum. Ahead of the World Refugee Day, the representative of United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees in Nigeria and ECOWAS, Antonio Jose Kandadula, has called on political elites of sub-Saharan Africa to be mindful of likely humanitarian crisis in the region. He made the call in an exclusive interview with IATV in Lagos, where he noted that the region was already agog with pockets of refugee camps. Jose gave figures of the rising humanitarian needs in the region, adding that thousands of Nigerians have been forced to leave their homes in the last decade.
You have at least 100,000 Nigerian refugees in Niger. You have Chad with at least another 10,000 Nigerian refugees. And then you also have Cameroon with approximately also 100,000 Nigerian refugees. So the same crisis situation has created internal displacement and external displacement. So refugees and IDPs right there.
The UN representative also advised the federal government to improve on national solidarity and dignity among its nationals as a way of complementing the military response to the insurgency in the northeast.
There is need to have what we would call national solidarity. Solidarity starts at home, and that national solidarity is important because we have our own compatriots in Niger, in Cameroon, in Chad. They need to come back. We have a lot of populations that are displaced. These people need to regain their dignity, first of all, the human dignity of being able to say, here is my family, here is my house, my children go to school, they have access to education, they have access to health, they have access to water, and they live a dignified life.
He stressed the need for regional governments to join forces and lead in the ongoing response to the humanitarian need of many displaced persons in the region. Today is World Food Security Day, a day set aside by the United Nations to promote awareness on the benefits of safe food, with the aim of inspiring actions for adherence to international and national food safety standards and regulations. This year, the United Nations is celebrating the maiden World Food Safety Day with the theme food safety everyone's business after it was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in December of 2018. Speaking with newsmen in Lagos, the Director General, National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, Professor Christiana Adeyeye, said that Nigeria has to pay more attention to ensuring that standards of food safety are not compromised in a bid to increase food production and processing in Nigeria.
Today is a very important day in the history of food safety around the world. Today is the first World Food Safety Day, proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in December 2018. To underscore the importance of safe food, the United Nations General Assembly adopted a resolution proclaiming a World Food Safety Day to be celebrated on the 7th of June every year.
The NAFDAC boss added that the World Health Organization has estimated 600 million cases of foodborne diseases annually, stressing the need for food safety to ensure human wellness.
This global event is intended to provide an opportunity to celebrate the myriads of benefits of safe food and promote awareness and inspire actions for safer food through adherence to international and national food safety standards, regulations, and guidelines.
According to the theme for this year's World Food Safety Day, food safety is a shared responsibility that requires all actors in the food chain to be actively involved. And now to Kwara State, where the 8th Kwara State House of Assembly has officially come to an end. Altogether, 47 bills were passed into law out of the 67 considered. The House, at its valedictory session, said it also considered 106 motions, but wished it could do more to better the lives of the people of Kwara State. The outgoing members were joined by old members of the Assembly in the valedictory session to mark the end of the 8th Assembly. It was the time for members to recall the high and low of their stay in the Assembly. 23 of the 24 members are not returning, but they see this as a temporary setback, promising to bounce back in the future. Addressing the 8th Assembly for the last time, Speaker Ali Ahmed gave the Assembly a pass mark in lawmaking, oversight function, and House autonomy. The only returning member, Said Popola, promised that the Naya Assembly will build on the achievements of the 8th Assembly.
We had a lot of support from partners and well-wishers. The challenge I want to throw, Mr. Speaker, is that I want to see the 9th Assembly that will ensure that Kwarans have healthcare services.
By Monday, I'll become a new member, and before you know it, 4 years is very short. But I want to assure you, for the next 4 years, I'm going to represent all what you stand for in this annual chamber.
Let me tell you today, for the records, that there is no Ali without 22 of you, including Honorable Popo Ola making it 23. The record we have established is for all of us.
And now to Ondo State, where the police have arrested the suspected killers of the bossa of the Anglican Church Diocese of Akure, Gabriel Kolawole. The suspects were fond of trailing their victims from the bank through an operational vehicle, part of over 20 suspects paraded at the police headquarters in Akure, Ondo State. The two suspects, Martins Adetoye and Lawrence Adebayo, have been arrested in connection with the boss's gruesome murder. The State Police Commissioner, Undie Adie, said the command remained resolute to rid the state of all forms of crimes. The duo, according to the State Commissioner of Police, specialized in attacking bank customers.
Done our very best with your support and that of the government and good people of Ondo State to prevent the commission of many crimes. And where we could not prevent, we were able to detect and arrest some of the perpetrators and recovered arms and goods stolen from victims. The command wishes to reassure members of the public of its resolve to rid the state of all forms of heinous crimes. In doing this, the command does not and will not deal with acts of criminality on the basis of tribe, religion, or gender.
The suspects, according to the police authority, will soon be arraigned in court after conclusion of investigations. Still in Ondo State, specialist hospitals in Ikare Akoko have abandoned their duty post over an attack on one of their colleagues, Adeke Funsho. The doctors, under the aegis of National Association of Government General Medical and Dental Practitioners, Ondo State Branch, are protesting shoddy security arrangement and unavailability of emergency drugs and consumables in the hospital to treat the patients. Adeke was stabbed severally by miscreants who took laws into their hands following a face-off between the doctors and pharmacy technician at the hospital. It was gathered that the pharmacy technician on duty invited some hoodlums to deal with the doctor for suggesting that she was slow in releasing certain packs to her patient's relatives. Trouble started when the doctor challenged the pharmacy technician for failing to release the packs to one of the patient's relatives who later died because of the delay. The female pharmacy technician was infuriated by this action and she invited some miscreants to the hospital to deal with the doctor and anyone on duty. The doctors rang in their stethoscopes to press for their demand for the need to guarantee the safety of lives of health workers in the hospital. They want provision of adequate emergency care and effective security around the accident and emergency ward of the hospital to prevent future reoccurrence. And now to Osun State, where the immediate past majority leader of the State House of Assembly, Timothy Oweye, has emerged the Speaker of the 7th Assembly. Oweye's speakership was affirmed after his lone nomination for the position. The race for the speakership came to an end when a major contender, Honorable Lekan Latunji, nominated Oweye. Timothy Oweye and Femi Popola emerged the 5th Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the 7th Assembly. In his inaugural speech, the Speaker assured the people of quality legislation and better working relationship with the executive arm of government.
A bridge builder across difference and shall ensure the harmonization of fields to deliver our electoral promise as true representative of the people.
The state governor, Boyega Oyetola, and some other leaders of thought expressed satisfaction with the way the new speaker emerged.
Very sure with the caliber of honorables elect today, I can assure you that Osun State, or the state of Osun, we experience greatness.
We are very hopeful that they will not go beyond the party line and within the constitution. They will act within the constitution. Their law will be the law to satisfy the citizenry of Osun State. I have high hope of expectation on them.
The emergence of Timothy Oweye from the Osun East Senatorial District brought to an end 20 years dominance of speakership by members from Osun West Senatorial District. And our day stock market report. On the strength of instructions of investors, stockbrokers traded in a total of 305 ordinary shares valued at 3.9 billion naira. At the close of trading today on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, UOB PLC recorded the highest volume of trade with a total of 91.7 million ordinary shares valued at 565 million naira. As Zenith Bank PLC came second on the activity chart with 30.4 million ordinary shares valued at 614 million naira. Cotis Nigeria PLC led the pack of gainers with 10 kobo to close trading at 160 kobo. Nigeria Police Force Microfinance Bank PLC came second on the gainers chart with a 9 kobo gain to close at 144 kobo. On the other hand, Unilever Nigeria PLC topped the losers chart with a drop of 1 naira in its share value to close trading at 31 naira. Custodian also dropped 50 kobo in its share value to close trading at 6 naira. All share index closed trading at 30,218.14 points in 4,453 transactions, while market capitalization ended today's trading at 13.3 trillion naira. That's the size of our package from the Lagos studios of IATV. I am Adegboyega Labiron, thanking you for having stayed tuned, and now returning you to our studios in Ibadan for the next segment of the news. Good evening.